Well, good evening. It is Tuesday night. I love Tuesdays. It's not the beginning of the week, and it's not quite the weekend yet. Tuesdays are good. I don't mind a Tuesday. So when you jump on, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you're a newbie or if you are just a, part of the family. Are you new, or are you part of the family, or are you just cruising by? That's the kind of hey, we got them all in here. We got new ones, old ones, and just passing through. So tonight, let me cover this over. Shayla, you're so funny. You just had to say yeehaw. It's like, man, I love that. It makes you want to say it though. Like when you come to the end of a video, you have to do a call to action. So when you come to the end, I love it. When you come to the end of a video, you need to do a call to action. So I had how before, and I saw the video inside our community, and they were like, Michelle was like, you got to use like a positive action kind of word. And I was like, maybe I should change my call to action. So, anyways, my new call to action, and I probably will never change it again, is yeehaw, because you can't say yeehaw with like yeehaw. Who says that? You can't say it like that. You got to go yeehaw and, add some kind of spunk to it, right? So anyways, so Shayla said it on one of my videos, and I laughed because you know what? It is kind of like you just want to say it. Like, I don't know what it is about it. It's just like one of those things you just got to say. So anyway, I thought it was funny. Let me switch this around. Okay. So tonight I'm just going to talk about pretty much how I was a DoorDasher. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. This is my website. If you're one of the ones that are just like cruising through and you're like, what are you talking about? Just tell me how to go find more information. Okay, you would just go here. How did you switch that screen? Oh, okay, so down at the bottom of the right-hand side, there's 3 little dots, right? And when you're live, you got to go in there and it says mirror your video. Switch it to off, because for the first probably, I don't even know how many times I went live, I forgot about this. I used to go live all the time in a different niche, and nobody ever told me my stinking words were backwards. Why wouldn't you at least tell? I would tell someone, hey, do you know, by the way, your words are backwards? No. Do you know how many people flew through my live and never told me my stinking words were backwards? Shame on them. So anyways, that's how you do it. You go in the bottom and then you mirror. You'll find it. You'll see it. When you look in your camera and you can read it, then you know it's the right way. So that's the other tip. You just know it's the right way when you can read it. So this is my website. And when you go here, what I have is an automated system. I love it. I love it. This is how I'm able to work 2 to 3 hours a day. I say 2 hours because that's my income earning activities. I focus on that 2 hours. I have other things I want to do in my life. I have other responsibilities. I'm a homeschooling mama. I have 5 children. I have 3 homeschoolers, 2 adults. My son is getting married in what? Not this Saturday, next Saturday. So I hope I'm not even going there. I got somebody who wants his room. They're all fighting over whose room is it. So anyway, it's fun. It's exciting. It's exciting when you get married. It is. It's an awesome time. But so that is my website. This is what enables me to work a 2-hour workday. So we have to come out of the thinking that we have to work 40 hours plus this, plus that to make more money. okay? Because it's not the truth. Harpreet! Hello, Harpreet. How are you? So we have to go away. I was brought up where if you're not making enough money, you need to go and get another job. You need to go and work more. You need to pick up something else so that you can make enough money. That's good. Good to see you. So that is not, I mean, I understand the thinking. I understand what that is because I come from that time where that's what we did. But because of the internet, because of how we even exchange information, listen, I used to pick up a phone and I would have to go walk around the kitchen so I could have some privacy and talk on the phone in the kitchen of my house growing up. I'm old. So we had a corded phone and I would walk. I remember that phone, the cord must have been 15 feet long or 20 feet long. Now, I'm Canadian, remember. Okay, so I don't know what that is in inches. Do you know what that is in inches?
What?
15 feet is how many inches? She don't know. So anyways, we don't do things the same way as we do now. Okay, now we actually live with a phone in our hand and that's how we do everything.
180 inches.
180 inches long. 15 feet? Really?
50
I had a long phone. I had a really, really obnoxiously long corded phone in our kitchen. Anyways, I don't know why my mom did that, but if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. And if not, it's probably good. So we use our phones now, and this is how we do this business. I actually do everything from my phone, and sometimes I do stuff on my computer, depending on what I'm doing. But the entire business can be done from your phone. Yes, it can, because what you're doing is you're creating videos, okay? So it can be done from your phone. Thank you for all the likes. So that's the website. If you're cruising on through here, that is the website. Back to how we work, how we make money. I was a DoorDasher. Now, I am sure that I am not the only one who chose to do DoorDashing. DoorDashing has a low, low barrier to entry. That's the word I'm looking for. So anybody can DoorDash, right? Pretty much. I mean, anybody can DoorDash. I figured it was real and it was legit. And I was so beyond frustrated with looking for the work from home jobs that I was like, I'm just gonna, I had done it for months on end. And you're competing with everybody else out there. I don't know if you ever think about that, but I thought about it. I was like, how many people are actually going for this one job? How many people are you up against? And do you have the skills to beat them out, or do you have too many skills and they're not even gonna look at you? There's so many barriers to finding a work from home job. So I was frustrated with the whole process. So I said, fine, we'll just DoorDash. It's real, it's legit. I don't gotta beat anybody out. I just gotta go and do it. That's what I did. I started DoorDashing. So the hustle was real. Now, DoorDashing, it took a lot of hours to make a little bit of money. And I'm talking a little bit. They don't want to pay you $15 an hour. Can you make that? I think we were, if we were doing well, we were doing $16 an hour, but that's dependent on the area, the jobs you get, all these things are factors. Anyways, after I lost my job in my truck, I lost the both in the same day. I was stuck. I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do without a car? I don't have a credit card, and I can't just walk into a dealership and say, hey, can I have a car? That was not even an option. There was no options for me, none. And when I say no options, I don't mean like I'm broke and I can go use a credit card. I had zero. When I say zero options, I mean that. Like no credit cards, no extra cash, no cash under the pillow or under the mattress, or I was out. I was out of the count. Scrolling on TikTok, I see this girl and she's talking about how she's making boatloads of money. And I'm thinking to myself, is that so? I go like this. Whatever, next. Well, 2 days later, when I did lose the truck and I lost my job, I heard her again, and this time I stopped. It's funny how some things you get that'll stop you when you're in a different spot in life. Like normally, I would never listen to her. Normally, I would never stop. I just wouldn't stop. If anybody's talking about money like that, I'm going to be the one that goes, that's garbage. I'm not listening to it, and scroll. But I was in a different spot. I was desperate. I'm a mom. What are you going to do as a mom? Like we will figure it out. Moms are, as far as I'm concerned, moms are like, they are heroes without recognition. We get the recognition sometimes, and sometimes it comes later in life. Sometimes you do these things and you do them as a mom because you got it. Like we're heroes. So all the moms out there, you guys are all heroes. We really are. Dads are heroes too, but moms tend to be left with children. That's just the way it is. That's what I've gone through. It's the moms and the kids together. Okay. So moms are the ones that are like, they will do whatever it takes to get the job done. So when I saw that girl talking, I was like, what are you talking about? Is this something I can do? I asked her 3 things. I said, number 1, can I work from home? She was like, yeah. And I said, number 2, do I have to have a degree or experience or what? She said, nothing. It's beginner friendly. And I said, number 3, do I have to talk on a phone? Because I got kids and there is no, And she was like, nope, no phone. And I was like, is it real? And I never asked that. I thought it. And I was like, man, if she's doing it, she was a homeschooling mom. She's doing it. She was hitting six figures in like 8 months or something. I was like, I don't care about the 6 figures. Like I didn't care about that. All I cared about was, can I do this? Can I work from home? Can I be at home with my kids and provide an income? That was my goal. I don't know what your goal is today, but if you have a goal similar to mine, this works. It's already proven to work. And I can tell you this, it is working for me. It is working for us. It has been, I think I messed up in the beginning, but it takes time, okay, to build a business. It takes time, but this is not a normal business either. So I'm going to say that because a normal business has overhead. It might have rent. It might have utilities. It might have shipping or postage or packaging, or you might have to buy products. This is nothing like a normal online business, okay? It's not. It is amazing what it does and who it helps. So when I say that I am finally like, I see the big picture and I'm actually seeing this stuff. And just before I was like, well, maybe this just doesn't work for me. I had the bad thinking. Okay. I was like, well, maybe this doesn't work for me. I know I made one sale, but that was it. And then the next sale came in, and then the next sale came in, and then the next sale came in. And let me tell you something, when you start to see your hard work pay off, and you actually, not only your hard work, you're receiving a sale because of the hard work, but you get a comment like this. This girl said, she said to me that she is so glad she saw my content because it was like this hope that she saw. And I was like, man, it makes you emotional. It made me emotional because I thought, we get to help people in a way that I didn't even know existed. Like, yes, we all need to make money. We all need to, but this is different. And why is it different? Because anybody can do it. I don't have no fancy degree. I don't have rich parents. I don't have, access to any kind of I don't have access to help like that. So this is the whole thing is different. It is made for beginners. You don't need tech. You don't need experience. You don't have to have any fancy equipment. It is online. I don't have to buy anything. I don't have to spend any monthly expenses to do this, which is another huge bonus. Like I could go on and on about what you get, but what would it feel like to you to actually wake up tomorrow morning knowing that, okay, I don't have to go get a second job. Okay, I'm going to be okay doing this because this is going to provide not only a side hustle income, but it can potentially replace a full-time job. How do you know that? I know that because it's actually done it for people inside of our community. Hi, Venice. I hope I said your name right. So I've seen it. This poor woman inside of our community working 18 hours a day as a mom, as an older mom. I say older mom. I'm older. I mean, she's the same age as me. But working 18 hours a day, I get it. And now she know what she did. She quit the full time, she quit the part time, and she's home. Man, why can't we just work from home? Why does it have to be such a struggle? We can do this because of this blueprint, because of this program. I am able to actually stay home. I am able, you know what the most amazing thing to me is that not only am I able to stay at home, but I can take my phone right here and I can go on the road. I like that, like, man, I want you to dream for a second, okay? If you can work from your phone for the rest of your life, wherever you want to, where would you go? If you have kids, if you have older kids, if you have younger kids, where would you take them? Like, think about that for a second, because I've never in my life, I've accepted things. That's me. I'm just telling you. I accepted, okay, I got a DoorDash. That's the way it is. Miami, Marquita, Miami Beach. I was going to say, wait a minute. Don't you live like, I don't even know where you live, girl. But I always see pools. Girlfriend lives near pools. Don't you already live in Miami or Florida? Or, yeah, Miami, Florida. Duh. So, yeah, she's going to drive down the beach. I love that. I love that. So, but think about, where would you go? Like, I was like, I can dream now. I can actually think about places to go because I can work from my phone in 2 hours a day. Throw on a third hour for learning. So an hour for learning. Where would you go? Haven't you ever dreamt of, like, maybe it's just me, but have you ever dreamt about, like, going to the grocery store and not even worrying about how much you spend, just going? I remember one time when I was, like, in my 20s, I always thought it'd be really cool to, like, take $1,000. Now, this is just me. I thought it'd be really cool to take $1,000 and just go blow it on clothes. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I could care less about that right now. But that was my thing. I thought it would be so cool to go blow $1,000 on clothes and not even have it hurt me. It is amazing the things that we can think about. Now, I would rather just take my kids on the road and go, hey, you want to go do that? You don't count. I'm just kidding. This girl, I love her. She's hilarious. But anyways, so you have to allow yourself to dream. I never allowed myself to dream until actually doing this business. So in this business, we work a 2-hour workday. Put aside an hour for learning, okay? Because you want to grow in this. You want to get more knowledge. You want to hang out with the people that are actually making the money, that are actually helping people, because we get to help people. Like, I get to see somebody get excited about living. Have you ever seen somebody get excited about living? Alicia, thank you so much for the roses. Hello, Digital Boss Gal. Hello. Have you ever saw somebody like get excited about living? You know, we get depressed, we get upset. It is so much easier to get upset. I know, because I've been there. Okay. But have you ever helped anybody and watched them get excited about living? Like, man, I never thought this was possible. I want to tell you, I have a goal because of this program. And before the program, I didn't have listen, my goal was I'm going to survive. I'm going to take care of my kids. That's that. Like, I will do what I need to do to put food on the table, clothes on their backs, and, just in survival mode. I've been in survival mode for about 1.5 years, almost 2 years. So survival mode, what does that mean? Well, like just making sure we eat, just making sure we got clothes, just making sure, forget that. Now I can actually see, I'm like, wow, I'm in an online business. I don't have a boss. You don't have a boss, where I can make my own hours, where I can actually see, hey, man, did you know this? I could actually make 6 figures. I can actually make 6 figures. I never dreamed of that. I never thought anybody like me. And you can too. And that's why I'm here, because you know what? Listen, this has opened up a door to my thinking, the way that I think, the way that I see, the way that I'm like, holy cow. If I, just a mom, just a struggling mom, can actually have a goal. I never had a goal 6 figures. Well, it's true. Who has a goal of 6 figures other than the people that see it as a possibility? Like, the rich can see it because maybe they're born in it. Maybe, I don't know. But when you come, my parents were middle class, not rich, not poor. I know what it's like to be poor. Okay. I know what it's like to be poor. So 6 figures was not even, listen, I'd be happy just surviving, but why not? Why can't you make 6 figures? You think it's impossible? Because I did. Honest to God, I thought it was impossible for somebody like me to make that, because I don't have a degree. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not rich. I'm a nobody. But I'm telling you, this program is making the impossible possible for anybody who just believes. Will you believe today for yourself? Because that's really what it comes down to. I can tell you about the program. I can tell you how to do this stuff, but you have to believe that you can do this. That I'm here to tell you, I am making money. I am heading in a direction that I did not see. And I'm here to tell you that you can too. I did a video this morning or this afternoon, and I was like, my first goal is to put a car in the driveway because I lost my car. Thank you, Marquita. I'm excited for you too. I'm excited for all of us inside and those that are wanting to start, because you have to see it is possible. You have to. You got to come out of that, doom and gloom. And when you're shown a different way, I know it's scary. I know you are hesitant. I was like, oh God, please let this be real. That's the only thing I was like, please let this be real, because it's costing money. But after you get over that initial Okay, it's real. I've been there. I've seen it. I know it's real. You can actually start on the journey of learning how to do this business, and you're guided every step of the way. You have tools, you have community, you have help. It's everything you need is actually inside of the community. So I love that. If I need help, I go in there. If I need like some kind of pointer or like a tip, or we have mentor meetings every single week. Like there's no reason for anybody. If they want to stay struggling, then you can't help somebody who wants to stay struggling. But if you have a glimmer, if you have a little tiny seed, a seed of belief that, hey, what if this is it? What if this is your time? Because I finally think and feel like it's mine. Like I can do this. This is something I can do. And I get to help people see that they can do this too. I can show them the way. I can say, "Hey, listen, you got to take that initial step." But when you take that step, I'm telling you, you just got to go. Go do it, go follow it, and it'll change how you see, change how you live. So I said, my driveway's empty. It is. But let me tell you, there's coming a day, and I'm going to go get a new car, and I'm going to bring you with me. I'm probably going to cry. I'll tell you that. Because when you see stuff changing, it's like you're excited, you're overwhelmed, yes, yes. And you can't pay attention to, like Marquita saying, you have got to go, like a horse has those blinders on. When you see the possibility, you see that future, you're like, I'm not looking to get rich. That's not what I'm talking about. I don't care about being rich, but I do care about providing for my kids. I care about not worrying about my bills. I care about having a little bit more than I need, so that what happens in that is I can actually help other people in my family. And then once I'm able to help other people in my family, I can actually help the people outside of my family, which is what I love to do too, because we need to help people. People are all in different areas, and everybody needs help at some point in your life. Okay. Wherever that is, but I have something for the people that I believe need it the most. So if you have a sick person in your family, if you have elderly, I'm at the age where, things are happening to us. Marriages break up, people pass away, people get sick. I have something that can provide you with an income and doesn't take up a lot of time. It's like it is overwhelmingly the most amazing thing that I have ever seen online. And I've been looking. I knew it needed to be digital. I knew it had to be online. Why? Because you don't have expenses. And I know I put down money in this in the beginning, my investment, okay, because it's a program. So I made that back in my first sale. Where can you start a business? And I know this because I've been in business. Where can you start a business? Even if you've never had a business in your life, you got to understand a business needs a plan. You have to have a plan for a business. Also in business, there are expenses, whether those be utilities, whether you get a business online, you're going to have to pay for a website every month. You would have to pay for advertising. You would have to pay if you had a brick and mortar. You would have to pay. Okay? When you have an online business, money is involved. There is. And why do we do it? We do business because we want to be our own boss. We want to be able to direct our lives. That's why I was in business. I was in business for many different reasons. Flexibility was huge for me. So when I first saw this business, I was like, wait a minute, it's online, okay? I only need 2 hours a day. Is this for real? I can tell you, I've been in this now since June, okay? And there's no monthly expenses. I don't pay for advertising. Have I? Yeah, I tried it out. And I was like, why would you do that? Anyway, I'm a tester. I like to test. So there's no monthly expenses. It takes you 2 hours a day. You do make an investment, but that investment can be made back in your first sale. On top of that, do you know that initial payment of your program actually is a tax write-off? And come tax time, you're not even going to have like anything to go against this. Maybe a home office, you could use a home office as an expense. If you had a computer set up, you could use your phone. You really don't have a whole lot of stuff to go against this. It is income. You're creating income, okay? And it's 100% profit income. Think about that. We've got all these people on social media trying to get like a store, trying to do a shop, trying to do whatever. But maybe they don't even know this exists. You could be the one to tell them. Like I'm telling you, you could be the one to tell them. It is an amazing business opportunity where all you need to do is pay for your program, and then your website's a $29 website fee. That's it. You pay GoDaddy. This is the fun part. You pay GoDaddy for your website name. And GoDaddy, you also should get a professional email with GoDaddy. 2 things with GoDaddy and 2 things with me. The program, and you pay for your website. That's it. After that, you're done. There is no more monthly expense, or there is no monthly expenses. Once a year, GoDaddy's going to ask you to renew your website once a year, and once a year for the mail. That's it. So with us, and I was up and running in 2 days, literally, which is one of the other things that I was concerned about was how long is it going to take me to get running? How long is it going to take me to get set up in this? Can I get started in a couple days? Is it going to take me a couple weeks, a couple months? Because I've created digital products, but I didn't know about this business. This business I know you don't know it yet, but it can literally change how you live and give you this sight for a bigger picture, a better life. You can have a better life when you're not so stressed out worrying about stupid money, okay? Money, we need money. But you know what? How much money do you need to make a month to make an impact in your life right now? Think about that. I only have 4 programs, 1, 3, 6, and 9. That's it, 4 programs. All of them are in demand. Now the one that sells the most is the 9. Why? Because people want to turn around and promote the 9. So when you come in on 9, you actually get to promote all 4. And actually, right now we have a Black Friday special. So my thumb is the Black Friday special. So that gives you 5 streams of income right now. 5. Normally it's 4, but because of Black Friday special, it's 5. Thank you, Alicia, for sharing the live. Why did they do that? I don't know why. That's fine. I don't know why they put some of the comments like that. Anyways, yes, you're right, Marquita. Money is what do they say? Money is we need money. Obviously, we need money, but that's not my goal in life. My goal. I don't know what your goal is. What is your goal? Did you ever think of having a goal? Tool. Yeah, it's a tool. That's the good word for it. It is. Thank you. It is the tool we use. Okay. Now, it eases the stress and the pressure and anxiety when you don't have to worry about, going to the grocery store, or my kid needs shoes, or, I have a sick sick person in my life and I need to be there, but I have to make an income. So that's what I'm talking about. Or, you know what? I'm older now. What am I going to do when I have to retire? Like, what is your, I never, as a young woman, I never thought about all that stuff. I never thought about it. So this couldn't come at a better time because it's opening up the doors for anybody, like anybody. You just have to believe, and it's from 18 to 80 plus. We have 80-year-old people in here doing this because they can work from their phone. So if you can make a video on your phone, you can do it. Just go to Granny's Getting Paid, put your email in, you will get all the details. And if you have questions, like there's going to be a video that pops out, you can watch the video, then you can go back into your email. There will be an email from me, and if you open it up and go right to the bottom, click on the link, and then you will see the programs, the 9, 6, 3, and 1, all of them, okay? And there's things that I like you to consider before you actually choose a program, because you need to know what's involved in those. I want you to be informed. Hi, Jen, how are you? I want you to be informed of your options because I love that we have options. So the 2-hour workday, if you're wondering, my markers are dying. What is the 2-hour workday? Thank you for the heart puffs. Thank you. 2-hour workday. Your first hour, okay, let's go over it quickly, is 3 pieces of content. So if you have never seen my content, well, you probably want to go look. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. You want to go and look, okay? So 3 pieces of content. What am I doing? Basically, I tell you a little bit about me. So tell me a little bit about yourself. You know, why did you decide to come in? Why are you going to decide you want to do this? Is it for flexibility like me? I want to be my own boss. I want to be a mom. I want to homeschool. It's not about, I want to be my own boss. I want to have the flexibility in my life to go and do the things that I need to do or want to do. I'm sorry, I need a drink. Hold on a second. It's about having the my thing just glitched. It's about having the flexibility for me. So it's 3 pieces of content. The next half hour, you're going to post free ads. Okay? What are free ads? Has anybody ever done an ad on Marketplace or maybe on Craigslist where you're going to sell something? I've done many of them. So just 3 sentences. Hey, comes from a smoke-free home, pet-free home. I'm selling these pair of shoes. This is the size. This is the make. This is blah, 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 blah. Show them the bottom of the shoe. Right? It's just an ad. So you create and post ads. You're going to copy. You'll have one ad that you do. You're going to copy that. Then you're going to go on the websites and you're going to post them. Don't know how to do that? That's okay. Everything that you need is literally inside of our program. You will be guided step by step by step. And then the last half hour of this wonderful work day, because I've never seen anything better than it, is you're actually going to respond to the comments. When you realize what you have in front of you, you're going to lose your mind because this is real and anybody can do it. You just have to take the first step to do it. So it's a 2-hour workday. Now I go live. I do my free posting of ads and I post 3 pieces of content. I probably work about 2.5 to 3 a day. Yeah, I'm probably at the 3 because sometimes I go in the community. Sometimes I go in there and just comment or just look at people's stuff. So I like to be involved and I would encourage everybody to be involved. Yes, it is. It's good. I mean, I like to be involved, but I also like to keep my workday to no more than 3 hours. So I'm not interested. Now, on occasion, you might find me popping into somebody's live late at night if I'm like scrolling on TikTok, because I do scroll on TikTok at night. So I might go on there and I might just start scrolling and just randomly popping into, like I say, my family, which is the community. Because we have 40, what are we at? 46,000 people, I think. 46,000 people. That's not a lot of people. It is, but it isn't. There is all kinds of room for us to grow. There are 5 point whatever billion people in the world, and we need to share this, because I wish somebody would have told me about it 2 years ago. I needed this 2 years ago. I needed it. It wasn't like a want. It was a need. It could have changed. It could have saved us from going through a lot of hard times. So I wished I would have heard it before. So when you do your videos, you need to reach the people that you're going to connect with. Okay. I just come out and tell my stories. I'm not so concerned with who, because I think that the people that need the help are going to connect with me, and I'm going to be able to say, hey, this is what you need to do, right? Go do this. So those 3 pieces of content, you're just going to tell a little bit about you, follow the framework that you're given, and post. That's it. Don't make this hard. It's not hard. It's fun. It's not stressful to me. I enjoy it. I like what I do. I love what I do. Not like, I love it. I'm not tied to anything. Like, I can come and go. So that's my 2-hour workday. You're a sweetie. Thank you so much, Jen. I appreciate you. So we have an awesome community. I'm just going to point that out, because we don't compete. There is no need to compete. When I say we have 46,000 people, come on, 46,000 to 5 billion. That's crazy. There is so much room for people to come in and help other people get started, because lots of people can use this. It isn't hard. I love that the entrance to this is practically barrier free. If you're like, well, what about money? Yeah, it costs money, but you got options in that too. So I'm throwing that out there because you have options. When I say there's 4 programs I promote, there's different okay, these are all hundreds, 1, 3, 6, and 9, all hundreds. You come in on what you want to come in on. So let's talk about that before. So I know that you are fully prepared and that you have options, so that you know what your options are. Because I don't want you just to go to my website and go, well, what do I do? How do I do this? So we're going to go over 3 very important things. And I like to go over these 3 very important things so that you can choose what is best for you and your family, or you and your situation. Now, the program that I came in on was called The Legacy, or is called The Legacy. Then there is the Digital Mastery. Okay, and then there is Daily Pay Blueprint. And we're going to go over your options, because I love that we have options. There's options, always, always, always options. And I don't know why I messed that up. And the last one is called Launchpad. You can always see longer content too on you can see these reruns. If you're like, what was she saying? Can I go back and watch this? Yes, on YouTube. Go underneath the live tab. You will find all my stuff, and you can rewatch anything you want to. So let that focus. Okay, so Launchpad's 1, Daily Pay is 3, Digital Mastery 6, and Legacy is 9. It's like buying a car. You go in there and you go, I want all the bells and whistles. Okay, good, great, that's Legacy. I just want to launch my business. Great, that's Launchpad. Anything in between there has different different stuff inside of them. I'm not going to go into detail. I never go into detail because I'm here to let the beginner know that you don't have to know all the details. I don't know all the details. I haven't been through every single thing inside. Why? Because I want to do this as a beginner and I just promote the programs. So when you go there, you can look at everything that's in there. And if you want to be more advanced and you want to learn how to make your own program, your own product, your own course, or even your own community, you can do that. It's inside there. I just don't go there because I don't want a beginner to be overwhelmed with everything that's inside. So they can do what I do. You could start tonight, be up and running tomorrow, and make your first video and post it. There you go. Post 3 videos in a day. That's all you're doing. You would be started tomorrow, seeing what you actually have and having an online business that you can get up and running within a few days. Well, it is. Okay, so these are the 3 things I want you to consider when you are deciding what program. These are all digital programs. What does that mean? I'm not saying this. I say things the way I say them so that anybody can understand. So if this is like, you're like, wow, you're too slow, you're going too slow. I do it because I want every single person to understand what their options are. I want them to be clearly understood, and then everybody can get this on their own and have it geared to them. And they have like all the knowledge they need in order to choose something that's going to fit them and what their goals are. So yes, I do go slow. Yes, I do go in detail because I want you to be fully informed as best as I can tell it so that you can make the best decision for you, because I can't do that for you. Launchpad 100. Let's just say you come in on the 1. What can you promote? You can promote this one. Okay? If you come in on the Launchpad, that is fantastic. You are actually launching your business. That is the only one you're going to be able to promote, because your website, like I said in the beginning, your website costs $29. That means your website will be built for you, specifically for you, with that Launchpad on it. So you will be able to promote that. Now, that's the first major thing you need to understand. So if you want to promote the 9, you have to come in on the 9, because your website is going to be built with 4 streams of income. Okay. Don't forget about the baby thumb. He's number 5. He is Black Friday special. Don't miss him. That's all I'm saying. You don't want to miss the thumb. You get 4 plus bonus 5. So 9, you come in on that, you can promote all 4. If you come in on 6, what do you get to promote? 6, 3, and 1. That's right. You get to promote whatever you come in on and all the ones underneath it, okay? Come in at 9, I can promote all of them. Come in at 6, I can promote those ones. Come in at 3, I can promote those ones. The Black Friday special is going to be hands down the best thing ever. I cannot wait. I can't wait. Okay, so that's the first thing. Whatever one you come in on, you can promote that one and the ones underneath it. So please remember that. Point number 2. Let's just say you come in on 3. Thank you for the roses. Sorry. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the heart puff. I love heart puffs. So let's just say you come in on 3, okay? And you get into our community and you're like, holy cow, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me it was like this? Because this is what happens. People get inside and then their eyes go like deers in a headlight. What the heck? How come I didn't know this? Well, then you have the option to upgrade. So you can go from 3 to 9 within 30 days. Thank you so much. Thanks, Jen. You can upgrade from 3 to 9, pay the difference within a 30-day period. It has got to be within 30 days, okay? You'll pay that difference. Now, because initially you came in on 3, what's your website built for? Anybody remember? The 3 and the 1. Okay. So when you upgrade all the way up to here, your website needs to be what? Built again. So you're going to pay that $29 again because they need to go back in there and they need to change it so that it reflects all the programs that you now are able to promote. Now, the third thing I want you to remember when you're making a decision. So I came in on this, okay? What am I doing? I'm working 2 to 3 hours a day, probably 3 hours, but I want you to come in, do your income earning activities in 2 hours a day, right? That's our goal. Our goal is 2. Now I'd probably do the 2. Outside of that, I'd probably spend an hour like fooling around, learning, going to meetings. But so 2 hours a day. If I'm doing my 2-hour income earning activities up here and you're doing them down here, okay, down here, sorry, I forgot YouTube can't see the whole thing. If I'm doing 2 hours up here and you're doing 2 hours down here, well, tell me what the difference is. Do you know what the difference is right off the top of your head now? Because if you don't, I'm going to explain it. Nothing wrong with that. That means that I can actually collect all of these, okay? I can have any of these amounts going into my account, but you're only going to have this. But we're doing the same amount of work. We are doing the same amount of work, but you're not going to see anything else above that because you can't promote that. So I want you to remember that. Now, if you're looking and you're like, I just want to, I just want to make a couple extra $100. Okay, that's good. Come in there or come in on the 3. And then have 2 customers a month as your goal. We have got to have goals in this life. We have to have goals because you need to understand, like I had a goal when I first came into this, just to make money. That was it. That was my goal. I wasn't looking at no 6-figure stuff. My goal was to make money so that I could be at home. Well, my goal has changed. My goal is I can now see it. I can actually do that. I can actually make 6 figures. I'm going to have that as my goal. So how many customers do I have? Do I need? And how do I reach those people that are actually ready to start? Those ones that are actually ready to make a change and see their life change. Because I want to help the ones that want to be helped. The ones that are like, wow, does this work? I was the one that was like, wow, does it work? Let me go. I'm going full force. Yes, you can have a banana. It is. I find, you know what? It is very, very good point because when I came in, I can see the growing. I can see I'm like, man, yes, sorry, banana. I can see how things are, the way I see things is changing because I see, first you want to see it works, right? And sometimes it's hard to see that something works just from somebody else. And then you think, well, not for me. Yes, for you. It doesn't happen. Some people, this will happen for overnight. I'll tell you, I've seen people it happen overnight. I'm not one that happened overnight. I messed up. I screwed up. I didn't follow the blueprint. I will tell you what I've done. I will tell you, don't do what I did. I can tell you what has worked for me, and I can tell you what hasn't worked for me. And I can tell you, I haven't got the foggiest idea. Because, listen, it is a journey, okay? This is literally a journey. You have got to make the decision to start. And then as that journey is going, you're going to consistently learn. If you apply yourself by getting into our community, if you are in there, if you are learning, you're going to grow, you're going to change. And I see it. I see the things starting to, I'm like, wow, can I really do this? Is this an option for me? I love options. So inside of this, you can promote it as a beginner, just like I'm telling you. This is what you would do. You would take these, you get what is called master resale rights. You would take these programs, turn around and do like I do, promote them. That's what you would do as a beginner, okay? So, back to the third thing. No, it's not. It's a business, but it is a steadily growing opportunity. So does it happen overnight? No, man, it doesn't happen overnight to most people. I'm going to say to most people. However, there's always exceptions to every single rule. If you've ever, there's always rules. Somebody will say, well, there's an exception to that. There is. There always is. Maybe somebody came in and maybe they had a following of all moms. Maybe they had a Facebook group of all moms. Well, that's a no-brainer. Go in there and post your content. If it's your group, go do it. I mean, that's a no-brainer to me. But not all of us would have that. So, and we would have something that would be sustainable, because when you are creating something from scratch, when you are creating something with substance and you're putting it out there, you're creating digital real estate, you are building. That's what's happening. You are building and building. And just when you think, oh, that's it, I'm done, I'm fed up, I can't do this anymore, just before, that's when it happens. And then you're like, what? I just got a sale? Yes. What? Okay. And then it's almost like you go up real high and you're like, boom. Well, when's the next one going to come in? It's awful. It's awful, but you cannot think like that. Listen, if you get one sale, when you get the one sale, because you will, because this is already proven to work. It already is proven to work. It will work for anybody that works it. Okay. And I'm saying that because I have full confidence in what this is. I have seen it work for myself. Do what you're supposed to do and stick to it. Do not go outside of the plan. Okay. I went outside the plan, and don't do that. I'll tell you, I didn't do it the way I was supposed to do it. Maybe I would be further ahead today if I would have done the plan the way I was supposed to. That's the truth. So when you're building a business, it is slow. It is slow. But you don't have the same risks. You don't have the same money in there. Man, are you kidding me? Like, business is full of risks, but this is already proven to work. It is not like you're on your own. I started a thrift store, okay? I started a thrift store, and I never tell this story. I started a thrift store not knowing a blessed thing about a thrift store. I had no clue about anything. I had literally no clue, okay? But I prayed many, many days, and it was only the Lord, I believe, that helped me to do the whole thing. But we're not going to go there. That thing I didn't do it for money. I did it because I felt like I was supposed to do it. I was able to see people helped. Okay, we don't do things for money all the time. And that is genuinely, did I want to make money? Yeah, we wanted to make money. But helping the people in our immediate area was more of the goal. As long as I had the stuff paid for, as long as the store was paid for, that was my major, the store has to cover itself. But it was risky. It was risky. This is not risky. This is you're getting a business in a box. The thrift store, that was a risk. I knew nobody in the thrift business. I knew nobody with a business like that. I did not have a mentor. I did not know anybody. I had nothing. I never started a brick and mortar store in my life. Never. But I did have a taste of what business was. Service business. So this is better than service business, because service business still has expenses. There's no monthly expenses. This has a step-by-step. You're being guided. I wished I would have had that. This, you are guided through every single step of the way. This has mentors and not just anybody. We have six-figure mentors inside, and lately been calling them homegrown mentors. They're from our community. So those are the three things we go over when you are deciding what you want to do. Okay? What?
Jake forgot to take some sweat.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
He said he.
Not right now.
would-
Not right now. So when you're going to decide, these are the three things. Okay, we've gone over them. I am out of time for tonight. But if you want to know how to get started, go to granny'sgettingpaid.com. Put your email in, and you will get access to my automated system. You will get an immediate pop-up with a video that says, thank you, welcome, here's some more info. And then you can go back in, look at an email, go to the bottom, click on the link. You will see all my programs, these, and what's in them. I want you to make an informed choice. I want you to know what your options are, and I want you to do what's best for you. Hey, if this is good for you, that's awesome. I am happy for you. I'm excited for you because it has changed this prior DoorDasher's life, mama of 5, 3 homeschoolers, 2 adults, and I'm so glad I no longer have to do the DoorDash nasty, terrible thing. But I can say I've been there, done that, right? I like experience. So tomorrow I'm not on. Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I hope to see you guys back. And on that night, we're probably talking about, what are we talking about? Automations, the automated side of this and what it does for you. So don't miss Thursday night. We are talking about automations. Oh, that's Thanksgiving. I'm probably still going to go live. So if you're not here, that's good. Have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm probably going to do it. I have dinner early, so I'm probably still going to come on. Have a great night. If you have questions, go there and ask me any questions. I will gladly answer them. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you to my community. I appreciate